For the last 6 to 7 years, there has been a smearing state of a proxy war in the region. A proxy war from the time of the overthrow attempted coup in Burundi by a general who has disappeared in thin air. Since that time, a proxy war was planted on this region of East and Central Africa and the Great Lakes region. Apart from Somalia, which was already in conflict, and apart from South Sudan, that was already at war with each warring parties, another war was looming silent, engineered, prepared, supplied, logistically equipped by foreign masters. Would one wonder, one would again wonder, or would one wonder, why? Surely, Mozambique, of all places, which has been so peaceful since Renamo laid down their guns and joined politics, Cape Delgado had a war. Where did these people come from? Who invented this war? Who was looking for what in this region? All of a sudden, the northern part of Mozambique became impassable. The southern part of Tanzania became impassable. A proxy war. A proxy war started looming around the borders of Rwanda, Burundi. The government of Rwanda closed the border with Uganda. For 3 years, and the people have forgotten this, for almost 3 years, the Uganda-Kenya border, the Uganda-Rwanda border, and the Rwanda-Burundi border was not working. A climax of 3 years closure of this border, businesses died. Most of us who were doing businesses with Rwanda lost, became paupers on the streets of Nairobi, Kigali, Kampala. Trucks were held across in those places painfully. Nobody bothered to repay us, or nobody bothered about the plight of people and how many families lost their livelihood as a result of the closure of the border between Uganda and Rwanda and Burundi, and to some extent affected the border posts of Bunagana and other areas which goes to Congo. In the north of Uganda and Kenya, western part of Kenya, there was a war taking place. The South Sudan peace process by IGAD created a new dimension where the war, the gun is silenced, but the peace remained fragile. Across in Khartoum in Sudan, a military coup came about, overthrew General Bashir, the strong man who had kept, to some extent, that part of the country to oneness. Up to now, there are demonstrations across the streets, the towns of Sudan. Another war erupted in Ethiopia between Tigray and the Ethiopian government forces. We lost immensely. We lost thousands and thousands of people. Many people have suffered starvation. Medical treatment has never been seen. Education, commerce was disrupted. Buildings were destroyed. Infrastructure all broken down. A proxy war. Across in Somalia lies a war that never ends, but changes the names from AMISOM to Artemis. And we keep on changing. We might even change given the new dimension of the Al-Shabaab operations. On the border between Congo, Democratic Republic of Congo, Rwanda and Uganda, rebels emerged. The M23 1A, there are two types of M23. The M23A and the M23B, which was part and parcel of the CDM of Laurent Kunda. Several people in the DRC Congo have been taken, shipped, arraigned in court, in the International Criminal Court, in the hope that the others behind will learn a lesson. Nothing has happened. Nobody has learned a lesson. The war continues. Two rebel groups, M23, one led by Makenga, fled, started fighting and coming in Uganda. Another group went to seek asylum. Their grievances were very clear that they were being discriminated by the Congolese government, that it did not give them identity and they did not recognize them as Congolese. Whether their claims are genuine, we live to see what the mediators will find.